Hi everyone, today on ArtTalk we're going to be going more into realism by responding to a comment that a viewer had made on our last video. So this viewer raised a thoughtful point that gave us the opportunity to expand more on one aspect of our previous discussion. So in this video we're going to explore this specific characteristic of human vision, which is selective focus. More specifically, we're going to talk about what happens during a single fixation when the eye is optically focused at one particular depth. So now I'm going to pass it to Shotzi Andrew Shaw to explain this more to us.
Thank you. And thank you for a comment by someone named Eric. In my last installment, I was talking about realism and how to convey realism. And I had mentioned that having a singular focus, where you want the view of your painting to look, to have that in focus sharper than everything else to the side, behind, above, below, that was closer to the way the human eye works. Unlike a camera, unless manipulated, the camera has a much broader depth of field, so more is in focus. And Eric commented on this and sort of tried to show I didn't quite get it right, because visually in any scene, wherever I look, it will be in focus, assuming my eyes are working okay. But if I just look at a single individual, that individual will be sharp and everything else around it will be out of focus. And then if I shifted my gaze to another area, that area would now be sharp and everything around it would be blurry. Whereas a camera, it wouldn't quite be like that. No matter where you look with a camera, as long as things aren't too far apart, everything can be in focus, which isn't the way the human eye works. So the main point I was trying to make, and you can see in this example again, is the sharpness of the flowers is because I'm focused on the flowers. That's where I want the viewer to focus. However, if I want the viewers to focus on the background, that when the human eye is looking at the background, the flowers would then be out of focus and the background would be more in focus. Wherever I'm looking, it is in focus with the human eye. So I can gaze a scene in real life and have all different parts of the scene, close, near, far. They could all be in focus. However, at any one moment in time, wherever I am paying attention, wherever my focus is, things around it will be out of focus. So to make a painting look more realistic, I want to treat it as if the human eye is looking at the scene in that moment. And even though I can acquire sharpness no matter where I look, in any one moment in time, where my focus is will be the sharpest and everything else a little bit less so. So when you make a painting, keeping that in mind will make it look more realistic because it more mimics the way the human eye works. Whereas if someone took a photo of me right now, I'm in focus, but things all around me would also be in focus with a camera. Whereas if a human was looking at me right now, I would be in focus and everything else would not be. So that's the point I'm trying to make. So thank you, Eric. I appreciate what you said, and I hope that explains a little better what I meant when I was speaking about realism last time. Thank you.
Thank you for taking us through that, and hopefully now when we talk about this single fixation, you guys can understand that better, and maybe in the future we'll do some more videos on realism where we go a little bit more into depth on some of those different fields of vision that you can have. So if you guys want to try this exercise at home, just sit down in front of someone and take a picture of them, and you'll notice everything is more closely in the same sharpness, whereas if you're just looking at them, you're going to notice that the background blurs. Thank you so much for listening to this Art Talk, and we will see you all next week for a new discussion.
Thank you.